Senator, before I let you go, I do want to ask you about another major story that's been affecting us here at home, and that is, of course, the killing of the former State House of Minnesota and her husband, as well as the shooting of another lawmaker and his spouse, a hit list that seems to include a number of other members of Congress. I'd like to ask you, do you feel safe doing your job every day with the level of security that you have, considering what we're seeing happen out there?
Yeah, let me say a couple of things on that if I can. One is incredibly painful. When the news that came out, I happened to be home with my wife, and we both just sat there and watched the news, just grieved and thinking, how can this be America? We watched the attempted assassination, in fact, 2 attempted assassinations on President Trump's life. We just watched the assassination of political leaders, state leaders that are there in Minnesota. So this is awful. But I would tell you, all of us as members of Congress face death threats on a regular basis. There have been, just in the past year, 9,000 threats against members of Congress. This is accelerating in what's actually happening. Flippant to not only let people online, but to move from yelling at people online to now saying, I'm going to come kill you, or I'm going to kill your family, or I'm going to threaten you, or I'm going to just tell people I know where you live and I could come kill you at any point. This constant culture that is growing and the threats that are coming out online and through voice and through other ways is destabilizing to a nation. So we as a nation have to learn how to be able to speak to each other again, how to be able to disagree. But yes, we all face fears and threats that are coming at us constantly, but that cannot deter us from doing the job that we have been asked by our state and by our constituents to be able to do.
Yeah, very briefly, sir, considering all that, and I take it to heart. Your colleague, Senator Mike Lee, posted about this in the immediate aftermath, called it Nightmare on Waltz Street, seeming to refer to the governor. Do you think that that was the right move in the aftermath of this tragedy?
That this is a moment to be able to say we grieve for those families. We hate all violence like this. This is not America. This is not who we are. We disagree strongly on political issues, and we protest in the streets peacefully. I have to tell you, on my streets in Oklahoma, there were thousands of people in the No Kings rally that happened in Oklahoma. They went to the streets. They spoke out. It was peaceful. There were no threats. There was no violence. There was no shattering of windows or anything like that. They came and spoke their mind, and I said, good for you. That is your right to be able to do that. They got to speak their mind. But when it moves to threats and challenges against people, that's a whole different issue on that. And we've got to be able to pull back and call it what it is. That's wrong and illegal and immoral.
So do you think that Senator Lee was wrong to put that up? He did delete it, I should note.
Seen a comment that he made about that past that point. I've not talked to him about it, but I would say that's not what I'm going to post. It's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it what it is. That's an awful, immoral, illegal act, and that we as Americans should be better than that.
All right. Senator James Lankford.